Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to another top 5 video. Now we're going to look back at my top 5 premium tanks. It's been a while since I have made a video on my top 5 premium tanks, and of course, like everyone else, their favorite tanks usually change in the game as new tanks come available. Since the last time I have done this video, the majority of the tanks have actually changed. So we're going to get straight in, and at number 5 we do have the T22. I love playing the T22, and of course that is mainly due to the fact that the tank is OP. The tank is completely OP, and why wouldn't I enjoy playing it? It's a crazy tank, and I absolutely love playing this tank, and it is one of the tanks I go to when I just want to chill, you know, have a bit of fun, do a bit of damage, and troll the enemy. So the T22 is number 5 because it is broke. It is broke, and no one can say it isn't broke. It is broke 100%. Now, you can say tanks like the T62 is better with the gun depression that it's got, and I pretty much almost agree with that. The T62 is OP, but the T62 is a tech tree tank. Anyone can go and get the T62. Now, the thing with the T22, Wargaming, obviously they know it's broken. They know it's broken. That's why they've never sold this tank for outright gold. It's only been in crates or in the fair or anything like that. So Wargaming I don't think they have. I don't think Wargaming have ever sold the T22 for gold. It's literally, or even money. I think it's literally been crates since it come out in that Christmas fair a few years ago, because it's broken. If Wargaming sold this for 20k gold like they do most other tier 10s, tier 10 will literally be full of T22s, and you don't want that. You don't want tier 10 literally covered in T22s. And that now leads me on to my number 4, and again, it is a tank that's never been sold for gold, and again, it's the Smasher. One of the most fun tanks in the game at the minute, because you could do things like that. And yes, again, it is completely broken. Just because it's broken doesn't mean I shouldn't play it. I mean, I absolutely love playing this tank. It's fun. It is broken. And again, just like the T22, it is a tank that I just go to play to wind down. You might have seen it on streams when we're having a bad run. Let's just jump in a Smasher, and we double Smasher. But just because it's one of my favourite tanks in the game, or one of my most enjoyable tanks in the game, doesn't mean it doesn't need a nerf. I'm still sitting there, one of my most played tanks at the moment, saying this tank needs a nerf, and it does need a nerf. Wargaming, it is only a collectible, so I hope one day Wargaming will look at that and think, okay, right, we need to do something about the Smasher, because it's broken. It is ruining tier 7, 8 and 6, and as I've said, I own the tank, and I'm still sitting there saying that they need to nerf the Smasher. But I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to. If they would have, I'm sure if they was going to nerf it, I'm sure they would have done it already, because it has been a few years. They haven't. So the way around that is to not sell it. Simple. Again, they're only going to sell it in crates. There we go. Lovely 1200 damage. So that game now, I had 4 shots and done 3k damage in a tier 7. It's pretty stupid. Next up, my number 3, it is the Scorpion G. Now, I love this tank. I always have. This was my favourite premium for a long time. I don't know why I love it so much, to be honest. It's got no armor. It does have a great gun. It has a fantastic gun, which is why I'm just showing you this replay here. You're going to see some of the shots and the reason why I love this tank. Now, I love the grill in tier 10, and this is pretty much like a tier 8 grill. It has no armor, an amazing gun, good pen, and the accuracy is just amazing. I'm sorry for that. Like I said, we're going to get some shots here. We're going to get one on the Black Prince, I think, in a minute, and it's just shots where, you know, shouldn't hit. They shouldn't hit, and you're not going to bounce. I'm going to say that, but I just bounced the Centurion there. Lucky bounce indeed on my track. And somehow we do get that bounce, and we do stay alive for a little bit longer. But you can see here, the Black Prince, I can't even really see him, and I shot anyway. And you can see, like, I even stopped, like, thinking, what? How did that hit? How the hell did that hit? And like here, you don't even need to aim. There's a shot in the T32 there. It's the accuracy on this thing is just truly amazing, and that's one of the reasons why I love playing this tank. I adore playing it. I still can't ace it on stream. It's very annoying. CJ, a good friend of mine, said he'll donate if I can ace the Scorpion on stream. I mean, look at that shot. Look at that shot. A stupid shot. But Scorpion G, absolutely love it, and that is why it is my number 3. Coming in at number 2, again, a new entry this is, and it is the Action X. Again, it is a tank that I adore. Now, this was a tough decision between first and second, because I really do enjoy playing this tank. The rate of fire of the thing, the turret, the speed, everything about this tank is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, except for the hull. You're not going to bounce so much on your hull, but you need to go hull down. You need to use the DPM wisely. I mean, here we're going to rush the Tiger, and we are going to get a bounce in between that. And now we're just going to hold down and just wreck these tanks on the hill. I mean, it is not impenetrable. You can be penned quite easy. This Annihilator, you can see he is gonna get some damage, but we do get some bounces on that as well. So we've only bounced 610, but I love just using the DPM of it, bullying the tanks, especially people that don't know what this tank is about. They don't know how good the rate of fire is, because you shoot them once and then sometimes they come out from hiding, and then you can just completely rip them apart. Now, again, we are going to take a couple of shots from the Annihilator, and I'm thinking, right, okay, I'm getting shot from the right. I'm now a one shot. I'm pretty much dead, but my team does help me here. We do manage to get a shot into the Annihilator, puts him down to a one shot, and we can clear him for our second kill. Now, I love this shot here on the T44. He is a one shot. He was going, I thought, you know what, he's got to be around there somewhere, and we do manage to get that blind shot. I love blind. Isn't it satisfying when you get a blind shot like that, where you're thinking, okay, he has to be around there, you shoot, and that is exactly where he was. So this game, I mean, we've only bounced 790. We haven't bounced too much, but we did play quite aggressive. So the best thing is just be patient, hold down, use the DPM of the thing, use the rate of fire, permatrack tanks, especially the tier 8 heavies or the tier 9 heavies. Just permatrack them, and you will constantly keep them in that position. You will constantly permatrack them, and that is why I love this tank. It's a fantastic tank. But at the moment, my number 1, my favorite premium tank in the game is the Progetto 46. Now, again, just like the Scorpion G, like, I don't even know why I love this tank so much. I just think it's absolutely amazing. It's fun to play. You can see I've been playing it in ratings as well. I've got the 5k ratings camo on it, and with the auto reloader, I think it's not bad. It really isn't bad. The penetration isn't great. The penetration isn't the best, but you can work around that. The speed's good. You can move around the map pretty easy. The reload's good. The DPM's pretty good actually for a auto reloader. I mean, you got the first shell at 4.9 seconds plus the 2.5 seconds. So it really isn't a bad. Really isn't a bad tank. The only disadvantage of the tank is the penetration, but you can get around it. It's not the worst penetration, but you do struggle when you come up against those tier 9 heavies and even some tier 8 heavies. You will bounce a few shots, so you might have to use the Pramo quite regularly. But it's one of those tanks where, because it is an auto reloader, you can play it how you want. I mean the reload's not that crazy, so you can either reload one shell, shoot one shell, shoot, or you can just go for the full magazine reload, because it isn't, like I said, it isn't a massive reload. So you can still pump out that damage very, very quickly. You can see the Tiger there just get completely ripped apart. We have 1 shell left, but again, because we are on our way to the tank, we're just going to reload our shells. We're hoping to reload all 3 shells and get some damage, but then this CDC decides to ram, but we do manage to get the kill. So that is my top 5 premium tanks, guys. Let me know your top 5 in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.